Hello, I'm Eli Harma, and for my research project, I have chosen to explore the sustainability of the life cycle of the rare earth element neodymium. So what are rare earth elements? Rare earth elements are a series of 17 elements that are mainly located in the lanthanide series on the periodic table. These elements are not deemed to be rare due to their abundance on Earth, but they are rare due to the difficulty in extracting the pure elements in the refining process. For example, neodymium is actually more abundant than lead in the Earth's crust, but is much more valuable due to the purification process. So why is neodymium important? It is important for many reasons, especially for its use in new technologies, including cell phones, computers, high-efficiency electric engines, and many more products we rely on every day. These products could not exist without the unique characteristics neodymium provides. A couple of examples would include the new brands of electric cars such as the Tesla Model 3, MRI technology, new generations of cell phone, and wind turbines. The life cycle of neodymium can be described in three major processes: the mining and refining of the element, the use of the element for the manufacturing of goods, and the recycling of neodymium. These three processes are essential for the sustained use of neodymium in the modern world. Each process affects the environment, economic, and social aspects of the life cycle sustainability. Mining and refining are the first step in the life cycle of neodymium. To quickly overview the process, mines typically use open pit mining methods, involving the extraction of the ore from the ground through excavation and other means. The ore is then carried out of the mine to a system of crushers where it is crushed, ground, and separated into a concentration. At this point, it is important to note that neodymium is often mined with other rare earth elements, but can be found in larger deposits in a select few locations around the world. After the concentration is separated and refining of the element can occur. Refining of the element requires a series of steps in which different chemicals are used to remove impurities and create neodymium oxide. These processing steps can lead to a host of environmental issues affecting the environmental sustainability of the life cycle. The mining and refining process affect the environment in various ways, including the release of mine tailings and carbon dioxide into the environment. The effects of mine tailings and other toxic chemicals are measured through the use of the unit of a daily. The World Health Organization created the unit of the daily, which refers to a disability adjusted life year, meaning that each daily represents the loss of 1 year of a life due to a disability. This is important because it is found that producing just 1 kilogram of neodymium oxide, 6.8 million daily, could occur if those toxins are released into the environment. Not only does mining and refining neodymium produce toxic waste, it also produces large amounts of carbon dioxide. For instance, it was found that it required 38.5 kilograms of carbon dioxide to produce just 1 kilogram of neodymium. To put it in perspective, 1 kilogram of iron only requires 13.32 kilograms of carbon dioxide and produces less than 1/1000th of a daily in regards to toxins released. It is also safe to say that mining and refining neodymium can have negative effects on the environment if not properly regulated and managed. Given the issues for environmental sustainability, it is also important to note that some of the economic issues caused by neodymium mining. As you can see here in this trade map, the deposits of neodymium are rare and far between, with most deposits being located in China, in which they supply the US with nearly 91% of all neodymium oxide, allowing the Chinese to have a market monopoly on the trade of neodymium to the US. By having a market monopoly, China can control the trade and influence the price of neodymium. Having recently occurred in 2010, the Chinese markets reduced the trade of neodymium exports from 50,000 tons to 30,000 tons. This drastically increased the price of the raw material and subsequently increased the price of products that use neodymium, showing the limited sustainability of the economic system at this time. Now that mining has been outlined and its effects on sustainability, manufacturing is now the next step in the life cycle. Typical products that are made with neodymium stem from the use of neodymium in high-strength iron boron magnets. These magnets are used in a host of products, including hard drives in your computers, the speakers in your cell phones, motors in electric cars, and even wind turbine generators. The use of neodymium in these products is for various reasons, including their high strength, which allows the magnets to be reduced in size but still providing adequate magnetic power. They are also very important for their heat resistance, in which they can withstand high temperatures without demagnetizing. How does manufacturing affect the environment in regards to sustainability? The manufacturing process produces carbon dioxide and manufacturing waste, which should be considered a negative effect. But many of the products made with neodymium can have positive effects on the environment. Some of these products would include electric cars and wind turbines. As the world seeks for methods to reduce carbon dioxide production, the use of electric cars and clean energy production have become top of the line priorities. These technologies do not come free, as electric car motors and wind turbines are chock full of neodymium high-strength magnets. These technologies have led to notable reduction in carbon dioxide emission within the transportation and energy sectors. To decide if manufacturing is environmentally sustainable, the question we need to ask ourselves is if the environmental effects caused by the mining process are worth the added benefits that come from the use of neodymium in manufacturing. Although it may not seem likely, neodymium greatly influences our lives. This is mainly due to our dependence on modern-day technologies made with neodymium. Where would we be without our cell phones for communication, cars for transportation, or electricity in our everyday lives? This is a difficult question to answer because we have become dependent on these technologies each and every day. These are just some of the obvious uses of neodymium. Other uses can include medical diagnosis equipment such as MRI machines and tons of other technologies and products that use neodymium. The use of these products greatly affects the sustainability of the life cycle, as overconsumption can lead to increased demand for neodymium, which can lead to increased prices and increased pollution due to mining. Now to the final stage in the life cycle of neodymium, recycling. Typical recycling practice involves disassembling a product which contains neodymium. The raw neodymium material is then processed through a series of crushers and formed into a solution. The solution is then chemically treated until neodymium oxide is produced. The process involves less use of machinery and chemicals when compared to mining. Recycling can be beneficial for the environment by reducing carbon dioxide and hazardous toxin produced. To put numbers to it, 1 kilogram of neodymium required 38.5 kilograms of carbon dioxide when mined. Just 1 kilogram of neodymium for recycling requires only 1 kilogram of carbon dioxide to be produced. Recycling also reduces the number of dangerous toxins produced. Although I cannot put a number to it, it is important to note that during the recycling process, chemicals can be reused between multiple batches and byproducts can be treated and safely disposed, therefore reducing indisposable materials such as mine tailings, which cannot at all be reused. Recycling can have three major benefits for sustainability of the neodymium life cycle. First, it can eliminate location dependency. Second, it can eliminate the market monopoly created by China. And third, it can lead to a decreased price for neodymium. All these benefits are due to the fact that recycling is not location dependent and does not require a deposit of neodymium. With that said, by increasing recycling practices, there will be an increase in economic stability of the life cycle due to these effects. The economic effects would allow manufacturers to rely on consistent and lower prices, therefore decreasing prices of products made with neodymium. So, in conclusion, given the different economic, environmental, and social effects caused throughout the neodymium life cycle, it is safe to say that neodymium products can be sustainable. This sustained nature can be created by decreasing the effects of mining through good mining practices and regulation, and an increase in recycling practices. By decreasing mining and increasing the amount of recycling, there would be a reduction in carbon dioxide and toxic waste produced. With the decreased environmental effects, we can continue to manufacture products made with neodymium that will positively affect the environment and social aspects of the life cycle. Some environmental effects would include the decrease in greenhouse gas production due to both reduction in mining and increased manufacturing of technologies which can reduce greenhouse gas emissions. The life cycle will also become more sustainable if we reduce consumption of unessential neodymium products and focus on manufacturing products which can be beneficial for the environment and society. So here are my sources that I used to create the presentation. And thanks for watching. And if you have any questions.